Hello, it's Anthony again, and this is episode number 2 of Let's Play Deus Ex. I'll actually be breaking this up into 2 parts, so there will be episode 2 and episode 2.5. 2.5 should be out tomorrow. And like I did with my previous videos, I'll actually show you 2 different ways to handle each area, so let's get started. So the first way I'm going to show is more of an assault, stealth way to actually approach the area. If you actually do it both ways that I'm about to show, you actually will get both achievements for Pacifist and being able to complete Deus Ex without setting off an alarm. So the first guy right here is fairly easy and not too complicated. All he's going to be doing is he's going to be sitting, talking on his cell phone, and then he'll make his way down the little pathway right here. But we're going to actually take him out a little bit early. So after we take out the first guy, we want to actually check his body because he has a cyber energy bar on him, and that'll actually be very useful later on in the game. So once we're done desecrating that guy's body, we're going to run up to about this position. If we go any further than that, it will actually be heard by the guys in this area, and that's not a good thing. So our first victim over here will be this guy in the brown jacket. The one person that we want to have to watch out for is the guy that's patrolling closest to us. He will actually be patrolling the grounds right in front of us. The guy that we don't really have to worry about is the guy that's patrolling the walkway right there. He does not have line of sight on us, so we don't really have to worry too much about him. But once this guy closest to us actually turns his back, that's when we're going to actually make our move. So after we take out this first guy, we want to actually move his body out of the way, because if we do not move his body out of the way, the guy that's patrolling the ground right in front of us, he'll actually go up and see him and wake him up, and that whole entire process that we just went through will actually be pointless because now he's awake. So once you're done moving the body, you're going to make your way over to the truck that's on the right side, right where I'm at. Our next victim is actually going to be the guy that's patrolling the grounds right in front of us. We're going to wait at this position until he makes his way all the way up to the yellow crate, which is on the left side of the screen right now. We still don't really have to worry about the guy that's patrolling the walkway, because when we actually make our move, his back will be turned and he will not have line of sight on us. So right now we're just waiting for the ideal moment. So he's going to make his way over towards the yellow crate. Once he gets to about that position, you want to make your move. So once you're done, you're going to actually move the body. You don't have to do it really quick. You want to actually do it fairly soon, though, because the guy on the walkway will actually be able to see it. So now we're going to wait on the front of the truck right here. We're trying to wait for this guy that's patrolling the walkway to actually make his way back down the stairs. Once he makes his way back down the stairs, he'll actually look over towards the left for maybe about 3 or 4 seconds. I'm not 100% sure how long. But once he turns his back and makes his way back up the stairs, that's when we're going to make our move. So right now we're just still waiting for him. So now we're going to actually make our move. We're going to actually walk around the entire walkway right here, because we're still kind of waiting for our battery to recharge, because I want to be able to take him out. If we taser him, it'll actually set off a little alert, and I really don't want to set off an alert. So once you're done, you're going to go up and desecrate his body because he has some credits on him. And now we actually made it through the first little area. So this next area will actually have 5 guys in it. And I'm trying to grab a concussion grenade right there. So you'll have 2 guys that will actually be sifting through boxes. You'll have 1 guy standing in one place smoking a cigarette. And then you'll have 2 guys that are patrolling. So you're going to make your way all the way up to about this area right here. Our first victim in this area will actually be this guy that's sifting through the boxes. So right now, the one guy that we have to really watch out for is the guy that's patrolling closest to us. He's actually going to go up at one point, look down this hallway, which he's doing right now. Also, we're kind of waiting for our battery to recharge. Once he makes his way past that area and our battery is fully recharged, we're going to take out the first guy. So like we did with the other guys, we're going to actually move him out of line of sight, because that guy that's patrolling that area will actually go up, look down the hallway, and see him, and then be alerted, and we don't really want that. So after you're done moving him, you want to check him. He has some stun darts on him, and you can actually make some money off that, or some credits, how they do it. And you're going to make your way back around to the right side. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually hug these box pallets right here, and then we're going to rotate to the other side. From here, our next victim is this guy that's smoking a cigarette. The one person that we really have to watch out for is the guy in the brown jacket. Also, we have to wait for our battery to recharge. Once it's done recharging, we can actually take him out. After we're done taking him out, we want to move him to the pallets to our left side. Because what's going to happen is the guy that's in the brown jacket will actually see him, and like before, he'll actually go up and wake him up, and that's not a good thing. So the next guy we're going to take out is the guy to the left side of our screen. So from right now, this moment on, for this part, we actually have to watch the HUD the whole time. So as you can see, the guy that's closest to us, his triangle is rotating around towards the, I guess, that little area over there. And so the one guy we have to watch out for is the guy in the brown jacket. He is the other triangle that just turned his back and is walking towards us. So the guy in the brown jacket, his triangle is facing towards us. So what we want to do is we want his triangle facing the opposite way. Once it's faced the opposite way, we're going to make our move, which is right now. So right now we have plenty of time to be able to take out this guy. Once we take him out, we want to move his body like we did before, because if we don't, every once in a while, that guy in the brown jacket will have line of sight on him, and then he'll go up and be alerted and wake him up, and we don't really want that. And so right now we're going to go up and check his body because he has some stun darts on him. And then we're going to make our way over to the crates over here. So our next victim is going to be this guy in the brown jacket, finally, so we can get this douchebag out of the way. I'm going to take a cyber bar just so I can actually take out both guys, so I don't have to wait too long. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait for that guy in the brown jacket to make his way all the way down and then make his way back. And we're going to take him out first, and then we'll take out the guy who's sifting through the boxes next. So we're just still kind of waiting for him to actually make his way back. So right now we're going to go up and make our move, and we're going to take out the first guy right now. You don't really have to look through him because he doesn't really have anything on him. You can take his pistol if you like, but I don't think I did. The next guy right here, he actually has 25 credits on him, so you might want to go up and check out his body afterwards. And then we completed that area without being detected, and we took out everyone in that area too. So once you make your way through the door, you can actually hug the wall on the right side. And then we actually have to go up and listen to these guys talk. Once they're done talking, they're going to disperse. One guy will go into the locker room. The other guy will patrol in between the hallway in between the locker room and the break room. And then the last guy will go into the break room, which is where we're going to go first. So we're going to take out the first guy in the break room. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to this door, and we're going to wait by this wall. He'll enter through the door right across from us, and then he'll walk over towards the window that has its shades down. I have no idea why he's actually looking out of a window that has shades down, but he does. So once we take him out, we're going to actually go up and check his body. He has a whiskey, and I think he has some credits. Let's see how many credits he has. I think he has like 50 credits. Okay, he has 25 credits. Oh wait, 85 credits. Never mind, I'm like stupid. And then you're going to make your way all the way up to this plant right here. So our next victim is the guy that's going to be going up and patrolling in between the walkway and the locker room. And I'm going to take a cyber bar so I can actually go up and take out both guys fairly quickly. So now we're just going to wait for this guy to come back around towards the plant. So right now we're just waiting for him to actually turn his back. Once he turns his back, we'll take him out. So after we take him out, we're going to actually check his body, because I think he has some pistol ammo and then he has some credits. It's kind of awkward that I checked his crotch area for those items. And next we're going to take out the guy in the locker room. After we take him out, we're going to actually check his body. Of course, he doesn't have anything on him. And then we're going to make our way through the door. So that's the first part that I'm going to show. And we're about to digress and actually show a different way to actually approach the same situation.
Someone's changed the protocols.
What? Didn't you plug the...
I'm on it. But until I find this particular breach and fix it, you'll have to hack the door manually. Pritchard out.
So right now I'm going to show you a pure stealth way, how to go up and approach the situation, and how to go up and actually get past all these guys without actually interacting with them at all. So right now I'm going up and I'm hugging these air vents right here, and I'm going to rotate to the other side. A helpful tip is I would probably take out this first guy because he was actually kind of hard to get past, but I figured a way out how to do it. Took me like about 30 minutes to kind of figure it out. But I did. So what you're going to do is you're going to wait for him to actually make his way all the way to the end of the building. From there you're going to let go and you're going to actually grab this first crate. And you're going to place it right next to the other pallet, or the other, I guess, box right there. And you're going to crouch jump. From here you don't want to go up and touch the pallet that's actually laying flat. You want to make sure you touch the pallet that's at an angle. If you touch the one that's flat, he'll actually somehow be triggered and be able to see you. After that you want to go up and make your way up the ladder. From here you want to go up and move the box and go through this little crawl space. And then we're about to turn off the power. Once you turn off the power, you can kind of run for a second if you like. Go through the gate and then go under this air duct, which it's kind of weird how we're going to go through a vent right now, but that vent looks like we can even go through it at all.
Nicely done, Jensen. May I ask how?
A vent on the roof. It'll be in my report next time we discuss security loopholes.
So once you make it through the vent, you're going to drop down on these boxes and you're going to turn to your right, and then you're going to take the ladder down. Once you get down to the bottom of the ladder, you're going to actually go up and check your HUD. And you want to make sure all the other guys in the other room is not facing the direction you are. From there, you're going to actually go up to the same wall that we were before, where this first guy, where we took out in the previous part. And we're just going to watch this guy look down this pathway. And once he's done looking at it, we're going to leave. And we're going to make our way all the way up to this yellow crate. From here, we're going to look at our HUD again. And we're going to monitor the guy in the brown jacket. Once he actually turns his back, we're going to rotate around towards these crates. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually wait for him to actually make his way back down towards that yellow lift. Once he makes his way back down towards that yellow lift, we'll actually go up and head into the shipping yard, or shipping lobby. From here, there'll be actually 2 guys in the shipping lobby, but before we actually leave it, we want to actually grab 100 credits. These 2 guys are pretty much oblivious. They're not even going to notice you in this room. So what you're going to do is you're going to make your way all the way up to this wall right here. And we have to actually listen to those 3 guys talk again. Once they're done talking, like I said before, they're going to disperse. One will go into the break room. One will go into the locker room. And one will patrol in between the locker room and the break room. So now they're done talking. So what we want to do is we want to monitor the guy that's facing us right now. So once he actually turns his back, that's when we'll open up the door. Once we enter in through the door, we're gonna actually pretty much follow and be right behind him for a little bit. We're gonna make our way all the way up to the plant on the right side. Sometimes if you get too close to them, that's why I'm kind of going slow, that they'll actually I guess feel you or something like that, and they'll actually go up and engage on you, and I don't really want that. So what we're doing is we're just waiting by this plant until he makes his way back around towards the front of the lobby. Once he passes us, that's when we're going to make our move and go to the next section. And then we have to listen to Pritchard again. I'm sorry. I should have probably cut that out, but I totally forgot about it.
What? Didn't you plug the...
I'm on it. But until I find this particular breach and fix it, you'll have to hack the door manually. Pritchard out.
So I'm going to continue on being stealthy right now. So right now I'm just hacking through the door.
Access granted.
So once we enter this room, there'll be 4 guys. 2 or 3 will actually be talking right away. 1 will be patrolling right in front of this little glass thing right here. So instead of going up and engaging on anyone or even being around them, I'm going to go up and rescue the hostages first. So I'm going to go up, move the crate, and then go through this vent. After I make my way through the vent, I'm going to take the ladder up. So on the top of the ladder, I'm going to go through another vent. Once I make it through this vent, I'll actually go up and walk across the support beam that supports the room and make my way to another vent straight in front of me. So you're going to make your way through this vent again, and this will actually lead you straight to the hostages. From there, you're going to actually have a little hack thing that you have to go up and do to disarm the bomb. And it should be fairly easy. So after you make it through the vent, you're going to go up and you're going to hack the bomb right here. One thing I wish is that they would actually shut the hostages up while you're doing it, because it's kind of like aggravating listening to them complain the whole time. So right here I'm just reinforcing that that note. When you do that, it actually increases the time that you have to hack, but I have like I have plenty of time to actually finish it up. The one thing I hate is this door. This door, like, every single time I'm done with the hack, will always shut right in front of me.
Richard, get word to Seraph. I found the hostage.
After that, you want to kind of watch your HUD, and you want to actually make sure that no one's facing you. If they're not, then you can make your way down the steps, and you can go through the door. After you make your way through the door, you're going to actually go up and go against this crate right here. And so right now, what you have is you have to deal with the camera, and you have to deal with the guy that's going to patrol this hallway. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait by this crate until that guy down the hall makes his way all the way up towards us. So once he gets to about this position, he'll stop and investigate the area for a second. Because what we're going to do is we're going to wait for him to actually turn his back. Once he turns his back, we're going to actually watch the camera, make sure the camera is rotated about at least a quarter, almost a halfway before we actually make our move from the spot. From here, we're just going to follow the guy down the hallway. Once we get to about this position right here, we're going to actually go over to the left corner and hide behind this wall. We're trying to make sure that the camera does not see us, so we're just gonna kind of watch the HUD and watch the camera rotate back around. Once it's about maybe halfway around, that's when you're gonna actually leave this spot, and then you're gonna make your way down this hall right here. Once you get down to the end of the hall, you're gonna touch this wall, or you're gonna go on this wall, and you're gonna kind of watch this camera. Once the camera rotates back around, you're going to make your way down towards that camera. And then you're just going to kind of stay underneath the camera until it rotates back so you can actually make your way to the next area. Then you're going to take a right. There will be 2 guys in the meeting room right there, but we don't really want to deal with them. So now we're going to rewind this, and we're going to try a little bit more of a stealthy assault approach.
Access granted.
So once you make your way into this room, like I said before, there will be one guy that will be patrolling by the glass sign. There'll be 3 guys talking to each other about a guy that actually got murdered. And so what you're going to do is you're going to go up and come up to where the glass sign is and just relax right here. What you're going to do is our first victim is the guy that's patrolling right in front of us. So what we're going to do is we have to wait for these guys to finish their talking. One guy will actually go over and investigate a box the whole entire time. And the other 2 guys, one guy will patrol the middle lab desks, and then the other guy will patrol the far right lab desks. So right now we're just waiting for the guy in the middle to make his way back around. One thing we want to kind of monitor is to make sure that both of the guys that are kind of patrolling the middle lab stations is not facing us. So right now this is probably the best time to go. After we're done, we want to move the body fairly quickly because one of the guys that are checking out the stations in the middle will actually see you. After you're done moving the body, you want to go up and check it because he'll have 100 credits. And then you want to kind of watch for this guy with the white lab coat, because if he's facing towards you, then he'll actually see you when you make your way around this staircase. Once you're around the staircase, you're going to go to this little lab station right here. So the next person we're going to take out is the guy in the white. So we're going to wait for him to actually go up and check out the desk right in front of us. At that point, we're going to rotate to the other side. And then we're going to make our way around the left side. So one thing we want to do after we get to this station right here is we want to kind of watch our HUD, and we want to watch and monitor the guy that's on the left side. So we want his little gray arrow to be about parallel to ours. If we go too soon, then he's going to actually spot us and we'll be in his line of sight. So right about now is a good time. And then you're going to take out this guy. You should have plenty of time to go up and actually get all the stuff that's on him, and be able to move around the other lab station that you were just at. Once we get the guy all around that lab station, you're going to make your way around to the right side towards where the guy on the left side is. At this point, we're just going to relax at this area, let him check that area out. Also, we're just trying to make sure that our battery is fully recharged before we actually leave this position.
Shit! I can't get through. Where the hell is Zeke?
And right now, I'm still just trying to wait for the battery to recharge. Once you take him out, you don't have to really move the body because the other guy is just going to be investigating that crate for like ever. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually wait for our battery to recharge, and while it's recharging, we're going to go up and rescue the hostages like we did before. So we're going to go over to this area and move the crate, and then we're going to go into the vent right here. After that, we're going to do all the same steps like we did before. We're going to go through this vent, we're going to go up the ladder, make it through another vent, walk across the support beam, and then make it into where the hostages are.
Do not use the door!
Mercy! Do something! Save us!
Where's the bomb squad? Where's the bomb squad?
Access granted.
Once you're done disarming the bomb, you're gonna have trouble again to actually go through this door again, because this door is like possessed or something like
Get word
that.
to Sarah. I
And then you're gonna make your way down the stairs, and you're gonna take out the guy that's searching that crate. So now your battery's fully recharged and all.
I'll tell Sarif, but don't take too long.
And then you're gonna investigate the body. Once you make it in the door, you're gonna go up and do the same thing you did before. You're gonna hide behind this white crate, and you're gonna kind of watch the camera and the guy that's walking down this way. One thing you want to have to do is you want to kind of be fairly quick with this action, because you only get so much time before the camera will actually rotate back around and actually spot you. So you're gonna wait until he gets to about this position. When he gets to this position, you're gonna wait here until he turns his back. Once he turns his back, you have plenty of time to actually get around the camera and get over to him, and then you're gonna go up and take him out. After you take him out, you only have so much time to actually investigate the body and move the body, so you want to be fairly quick. And what I did is I actually took him around, and I actually went to the left corner wall. So once you're done moving the body, you can actually take the hallway right behind me and get around, but I decided not to. I wanted to actually go this way. So right now I'm just kind of waiting for the camera to rotate back around. And then I'm going to make my way down this way, and I'm actually going to hide on the crate on the right side, and I'm going to watch that camera. So pretty much this is the end of this half of this episode. So the other half will be up tomorrow, so if you liked it, you're more than welcome to hit like or even comment on it and tell me maybe what I did right or wrong. Maybe if you actually want to see the whole entire thing in its entirety and stuff. Also, if you guys want to subscribe, you're more than welcome. It will be on the top right or top left side. So I hope you guys have a great, wonderful day.
Access granted.